This is the first time I'm actually doing a night shot video. So my gimbal is proudly set up with the light. And I gotta tell you, when you unlock the mysteries around technology, it can be a blessing in disguise, because I used to think that this is the hardest job in the world. It can be, but you have to do a lot of reading, look at the manual, all of that good stuff. But the temperature is in the low 60s right now. I've done a 22-hour fast and literally a hour and a half eating window. I'm gonna throw up what I ate, meaning throwing up the image of what I ate, the clips. So the advantage of doing a fast like that is prolonging and saving your calories for later in the day. Is you get to reap the benefits of being able to eat a little bit more. See, there's a good chance you won't be able to overeat. If you eat the right stuff, you won't really necessarily be overeating. So I had chicken leg quarters, and then one, which is like 31 grams of protein for that whole serving. And then two, I'm going incline here, folks, so my breathing is up. And then 2 scoops of whey protein, which is about 40 grams, maybe 50 grams, give or take. That right there is already 85 grams of protein. And then I had wings. It had some sauce and stuff in it, right? But I didn't really count, too much of how many of the wings I had, because I already knew I was well under my calorie deficit. So all in all, I think my total calorie intake was about, protein intake was about 110, 120 grams of protein. I had 1 or 2 red potatoes, the small ones. If you cut them into 4 pieces, it almost visually feels like that's a lot of food, but you'd be surprised how filling that was. All of that total, I didn't have my Quest protein bar today because I ran out of it, came out to about 1,300 calories. Here's the twist in all of this today, is that I didn't finish all the wings. So there were 15 pieces. And I think out of the 15, I finished about 7, 8, maybe at least half. So I think I got sufficient amount of protein, given that I moderately had some carbs on a Saturday, potatoes. These are not seasoned. These are just straight baked potatoes. And that's my dinner. I didn't feel like eating after that. So that whole chicken wings, when I bought it at Wingstop, it said anywhere from 1,100 to 1,500 calories, assuming that you eat the ranch sauce that came in there. There's like 2 or 3 tubs. I probably had half of that ranch little dips, because there's enough sauce in there already to make it tasty. So all in all, if I eyeball my dinner tonight, it's around 1,300, 1,400 calories I had, which is not bad. That's a pretty big calorie deficit, if I was to eyeball it. And now I'm so dialed into my nutrients, and I can actually eyeball it and count it. So it's these cheat codes that allow you to eat almost whatever you want in moderate portions. And if you notice, right now it's fairly dark into the late hours of the night here. I could be going to the Las Vegas Strip and getting toasted, but I don't intend to spoil my gains, and I want to stay true to the Winter Arc Challenge. And so, the mantra of this little video here is that less sometimes is actually a lot more. So if you can really meditate and dial in your eating habits and just close off the eating window, and really focus inward of water intake through the day, bone broth soup through the day, black coffee, lemon, lime water separately, of course, and space it out because of the acidic nature of those food groups. You can actually go really far. You can go the distance with your calorie deficits. And so I could have done a 24-hour fast today, uh, but it's Saturday. I had a long day in my acting class today. She got signed by a talent casting director who came down from Atlanta. So it looks like my road in this entertainment pathway will take me to LA, Atlanta, the East Coast. Obviously, I have a couple of things brewing here in Las Vegas locally. So keeping all of that in mind, I'm just trying to keep my physique trim, lean. I still have rooms to go to actually have my abs to pop more. So there's a lot of work to do, right? So for the winter arc challenge doesn't mean that you show up when it's comfortable. It's showing up at times like these when everyone is sleeping. It's gonna get colder, so I plan to come out even when it's colder with my hoodies and thicker hoodies and woven jackets. I'll be doing this. It's gonna be hard, and this was somewhat hard. Like, I could have gone to sleep, but guess what? I'm not only walking after dinner, which is one of my favorite things to do, and I did a video about why I eat after every meal, why I walk after every meal. I've already kickstarted my digestion. I stopped eating at 7 o'clock, so I am now getting ready for the next day. Obviously, tomorrow is girlfriend day, so I'm hanging out with my girlfriend tomorrow, giving her some time. She's giving me some time. It's a tough schedule we both have, but when we do see each other, it's a lot of fun. I think I covered what I intended to cover. Oh, yes. So as you're having these meals, just remember that you have come a long way personally, like to yourself. Count the small wins in this journey. Celebrate each hour after 16 hours. 16 hours is usually the magic window of, you sleep for 8 hours, assuming, or 10 hours, and then the next few hours in the day, you're prolonging the fast as soon as you wake up. So thank yourself for that and be proud of that accomplishment. And it becomes a routine and a lifestyle eventually. And that's calorie management, really, folks. So you control how much, the quantity, right? Because eating more of the bad stuff or eating more, period, of even the good stuff isn't necessarily a good thing. Because if you're eating in a calorie surplus, you're going to gain weight. You're going to gain size. And you take into account water, sleep, stress, other toxic ingredients that go into your body, right? There's variations of that. So, when you're intermittent fasting, I think I'll do another video separately that I think it's more of the sustainable lifestyle, a long-term approach to having things in moderation, as long as you are within your calorie deficit. And if you want to find out what your maintenance calories are, there's a simple math. You can take your body weight times 10 if you want to really cut, or times 11 if you want to stay in your maintenance, times 12 if you want to put on a little bit mass. That's according to your body goals. So that's the long and short. There's obviously more to it, but that's just a quick math and a rundown. So hopefully this was helpful, and I'm all over the place because I've never actually done a video like this at night in my own neighborhood. Now people are looking at me like, damn, look at this guy getting his steps in every night, every day, and I feel great. The other thing is that this has already started my circadian rhythm in terms of, anxiety, tapering all that off and getting me ready for bed. So I'm going to enjoy my sleep tonight. After this video, taking a hot shower, and I'm going to be out. psychologically very tough day because you're on stage in front of the camera. Three casting directors, you have to go outside of your comfort zone and do your monologues and all of that great stuff. So long day, tough day, but I'm here. I'm putting in the work. Hopefully you are too. Find some motivation in this. Until the next one, Mamba out.